Sometimes we just have to throw our hands up. Genesis 17:11, and it came to pass when Moses held up his hands that Israel prevailed, and when he let down his hands, Amalek prevailed. Now in this chapter, Moses and the children of Israel are journeying in the wilderness from Egypt to Canaan. They encounter the Amalekites, so they go to battle. He called Joshua and told him to get a few good men and go to battle. Now as you can see in the verse above, as Moses held his hands up, Israel prevailed. And when his hands went down, the Amalekites prevailed. Now in this life, if we are born again Christians, we have battles daily. We battle against this life circumstances, stress, everyday life. We battle against Satan. Every day Satan likes to tempt us, sets things in our way to take our mind off of our purpose and our relationship with the King. Then the biggest battle we face daily is the battle against ourselves. We're born into sin, we want to sin. Our flesh wants and wants and wants. It's never satisfied. So we are daily fighting against ourselves, trying to overcome ourselves to attempt to live a sinless life or a near to sinless life. So when it comes to throwing up our hands, we have two different meanings of this. Number one is to give up. Just throw up our hands like, I give up. Number two is to worship, to lift up your hands, to reverence God. So in this everyday life, and for this case, I'm going to use both of them at the same time. Israel is us, and Amalek is our flesh, the world, and the devil. We cannot win our battles alone. Sometimes we just have to throw our hands up, as in throwing our hands up and giving it to God. And by giving it to God, we're not worrying about it and letting God deal with it. And also, throwing up our hands, we're worshiping God in the midst of our battles because we fight our battles, because He'll fight our battles for us. He's already won, the devil just doesn't know it yet. So in Christ, we've already won the battles that we fight daily because God's on our side. Who can be against us? If you notice in this chapter, Moses' hands got tired and he couldn't hold them up. He couldn't do it alone. So with us in our lives, we can't live this life alone. We can't fight our battles alone. But Moses had some friends. He had some supporters. They helped him hold his hands up in verse 12. So in our lives, we need support. We need friends for the good who will help you hold your hands up in your battles. Not being a stumbling block or trying to bring you down, but telling you to keep on keeping on. I know it gets tough, but just hang on in there. You need encouragement from others, and that's what church is about. Encouraging each other. That's what being a follower of Christ is, to encourage each other, to lift each other up. But if you look at the end of the chapter, Israel prevailed, so in the end it may look dim and rough, but in the end will prevail in Christ. So in your battles, hold your hands up. Give it to God and worship the God in the midst of it at the same time.